The Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John all have some distinct accounts and some differing details because they are, in fact, written by four different people. Now, negative Bible critics say that the books of Moses were actually four different sources that were written much after Moses. And part of their evidence for this is that sometimes there are these contradictory accounts of the same event within the same book. So obviously that really is two different sources compiled together to make one. And one of those accounts is the flood. Now the flood does mention both God and the Lord, and the negative critics say, well, that's definitely evidence of two different sources. But the main contradictory detail in the flood account, according to them, is that some say, or the one account says 2, and the other says 7 of the animals. How many animals did God want Noah to bring on the ark? 7 or 2? Well, Genesis 6:19 is God giving instructions to Noah. He says, "And of every living thing of all flesh you shall bring 2 of every kind into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They shall be male and female." Okay, so that's God giving instruction to Noah. The beginning of Genesis 7, again, God giving instruction to Noah. "You shall take with you of every clean animal by sevens, a male and his female. And of the animals that are not clean, 2, a male and his female." Then, so those are the accounts of God telling Noah what to do. Then the Bible describes what happened. And that says, "Of clean animals and animals that are not clean, and birds and everything that creeps on the ground, there went into the ark to Noah by 2s, male and female, as God had commanded Noah." And what I read you was from the NASB, I think a translation that limits the possibility of thinking of a contradiction here. But to be fair, the Hebrew numbers here are a little bit unclear. And so when I read, what actually happened, when I read there went into the ark by 2s, many believe the Bible says there, 2 of everything went into the ark, of clean and animals that are not clean. 2 went into the ark, even after God telling Noah that some of them needed to be 7. Like I said, the Hebrew is a little bit unclear, but I think it's just clear enough. And I think the Hebrew phrases are different enough to paint a pretty clear picture here. So, first of all, one thing to note is that it's certainly possible that the first time God said anything to Noah, all he really said was take pairs of animals, without even specifying how many specifically, just that they would be in pairs. It's also possible that he simply wasn't done giving instructions. So even if God really did say, take 2, it's certainly possible that he could add to that later, isn't it? Let's not forget that when you compare unclean animals to clean animals, there's a pretty big gap. There are a lot more unclean animals. So that would kind of be the general rule. Take two animals on the ark. Most of them are unclean. And by the way, those few animals that are clean, actually 7 of those. That wouldn't be weird at all to state the rule first and then add to it the exception, the specific part of it. It's also possible that the 7 is not 7, but really 7 pairs. Again, the Hebrew is kind of unclear. But either way, when they actually came on board, what it says literally in the Hebrew is 2, male and female. So again, like I said, it's kind of weird language for us in modern English, but it just doesn't really make sense that repeating the number like that, 2, male and female, why would that mean 2 of each species came on board? There doesn't seem to be a reason to repeat the number if that's all it's trying to say. However, it does make a little more sense if what it's trying to say is that they came in sets of 2, that they came 2 by 2. And even if you have 7 pairs, 7 pairs can come two by two. I'm Pastor Clinton. God bless your efforts to learn from His truth.